Hello and welcome to Newscentre. I'm Parikshit Luthra. In a major show of strength ahead of elections, leaders of India bloc protested at Delhi's Ramleela Maidan on Sunday. The bloc listed 5 key demands to the Election Commission of India. The demands include the release of opposition leaders Arvind Kejriwal and Hemant Soren. The bloc has also demanded a level playing field for the polls and a curb on all action by central agencies. Rahul Gandhi even accused the BJP of match fixing during the rally. The BJP has lodged a complaint with the Election Commission following the remark. Yes, there was a mega show of strength. There was a mega show of strength at the Ramleela Maidan. All leaders such as Sonia Gandhi, Sharad Pawar, Mallikarjun Kharge, Atishi of Aam Aadmi Party, Samajwadi Party leader Akhilesh Yadav, they were all present. Derek O'Brien from the Trinamool Congress, they were all present to hit out at the BJP, saying that leaders must be released and the country is going through a period of economic distress and also unemployment. Leaders like Tejasvi Yadav spoke about jobs created by the Mahagathbandhan in the state of Bihar. They said that the opposition is together, and Mallikarjun Kharge also urged Bhagwant Mann of the Aam Aadmi Party to consider an alliance for Punjab, saying that if they have to win and secure victory, then they all have to walk together. There on your screens, a united opposition at the Ramleela Maidan. Parties such as CPI, parties such as the TMC, the Congress, the Aam Aadmi Party, the DMK, all represented. All right, let's listen in to Rahul Gandhi, who spoke earlier at the India Alliance meeting at Ramleela Maidan. We also heard a response from Hardeep Puri of the BJP. Let's listen in.
हमारी टीम में से मैच शुरू होने से पहले 2 खिलाड़ियों को अरेस्ट करके अंदर कर दिया। ये जो चुनाव हो रहा है, नरेंद्र मोदी जी इस चुनाव में मैच फिक्सिंग करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
रामलीला मैदान में जो आई फुल स्टॉप एन फुल स्टॉप डी फुल स्टॉप आई फुल स्टॉप ए अलायंस की एक मीटिंग हुई रामलीला मैदान में, उसके दौरान श्री राहुल गांधी जी ने कई ऐसी बातें की जो अपने आप में बहुत ऑब्जेक्शनेबल है, और इनकी अगर इम्प्लीकेशंस देखिए जो उन्होंने कहा वो और भी सीरियस है।
To take this discussion forward, I'm now joined by BJP spokesperson Charu Pragya and Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson Anmol Pawar. Anmol Pawar, let me begin by asking you and seeking a reaction to what happened in court today. Arvind Kejriwal has been sent to judicial custody. He will now be in Tihar jail. How is the Aam Aadmi Party going to respond to that in the days to come? We saw a mega show of strength in solidarity with the Aam Aadmi Party yesterday at the Ramleela Maidan. How will the party now keep up the momentum with your top leader being in jail?
Parikshit, yesterday lakhs of people gathered at the historic Ramleela Maidan protesting against the arrest of Honorable Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal and pledged to eliminate this dictatorial, corrupt and undemocratic BJP government at the center. The people are understanding that how central agencies are being misused to target opposition leaders systematically just to ensure a seamless victory. So the people are very well aware about the fact that the BJP is going to lose this election, especially in Delhi. That's why a popular sitting chief minister has been put behind bars. And today in court, the enforcement directorate very clearly said that they do not need to investigate Mr. Kejriwal further, which makes it evident that there's no material to confront Mr. Kejriwal. And their intent is just to put him behind bars.
All right, let me get in a word from Charu Pragya. Charu Pragya, the opposition coming all together, all guns blazing against the BJP, saying that this is vendetta. There is no further evidence against Arvind Kejriwal. How do you see the joint opposition attack? All top opposition leaders coming together in a big show of strength?
Parikshit, a very good evening to you and good evening to all our viewers. I find all these statements coming from the opposition frankly laughable right now. They were coming together not to protest for someone being arrested. They originally meant to come together to contest 2024 elections. What happened to that? Every single time along the way, the entire opposition seems to be losing the plot. How many times have we heard the opposition is coming together? They're going to be contesting together. There'll be one opposition candidate against every single BJP candidate. Instead, what do we see? Aam Aadmi Party is locking horns with the Congress. Congress is locking horns with the left. TMC is contesting both against the left and the Congress. So, sorry, this whole boogie of opposition unity, frankly, does not even exist. And if you're pointing fingers at Arvind Kejriwal being behind bars, well, he's not the first chief minister in the country to be behind bars. Lalu Prasad Yadav was put behind bars, and as far as I can remember, it was the UPA government who put him there on charges of corruption. So today, what is the problem? If the exact same thing is being replicated, a chief minister who is allegedly involved in corruption has been arrested. He's not cooperating with the investigative agencies. The court refuses to give him bail. It is the court which has given him judicial custody even today for the remaining 15 days. So if you come together and cry wolf, the people of India are not going to fall for it because you're repeating the same two lines in every interaction you have with the media. And these two lines in no way explain what went on in the Delhi liquor scam.
All right, but I would also like to ask you, Charu, Pragya, and this is what the Congress is now saying, that unemployment has actually peaked under the BJP government. They are citing Manrega data to say that there are people, rural families seeking 305 crore paydays, working days in FY24. This is an increase of 40 crores. Considering there is a massive increase in the number of people seeking employment under Manrega, shows that formal employment and employment in general is coming down. They're also citing recent ILO data to say this. How would you respond to the BJP, to the Congress's charge on unemployment? This is the word coming in from Jairam Ramesh of the Congress party.
You know, Parikshit, if the Congress would just simply make up its mind about what it wants to talk about. If they want to talk about employment, do they talk about the Vishwakarma Yojana? Or they talk about the Niveshak Didis? Or do they talk about how many number of Mudra loans have been given out? Do they even talk about the unorganized sector of employment today, which is something as simple as even running a shop on Instagram and having lakhs of followers and creating a fantastic livelihood out of it? So the way you look at employment in the new world has completely changed, and Congress is running and clutching at straws because they don't seem to have any other agenda on their mind. So if they are worried about if they're worried about employment, they're only talking about it. Who's working to make sure employment is created in every possible manner? It is Modi government, and that's the reason people side with Modi government. Rahul Gandhi wants to climb up on stage and talk about EVMs when Supreme Court has already rubbished claims of EVM. So they have this selective acceptability of the Supreme Court's judgments also. When it suits them, they say Supreme Court is great, thank you very much. When it doesn't suit them, they keep talking about it. I think contempt must be taken against this statement made by Rahul Gandhi before every single election. He puts his foot in the mouth and he makes a statement like that. In one way, good for BJP that the opposition is so weak and it doesn't unite. But if you look at it from a citizen point of view, India deserves a better opposition.
Let me go across to Anmol Pawar of the Aam Aadmi Party. Anmol, of course, for the AAP, the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal is the #1 issue. But which are the other major economic issues that you will be raising in this general election along with the opposition?
Parikshit, first of all, I would like to clarify a point that Charuji said that he has not got bail. The fact is that Mr. Kejriwal hasn't moved a bail application till date. It was the remand application, it was the remand which has been challenged before the Honorable Court. Secondly, yesterday at the Ramleela Maidan, as a part of India Alliance, Mr. Kejriwal's wife, Sunita Kejriwal, delivered a message and pledged 6 guarantees to the nation. The first being ensuring round-the-clock electricity supply nationwide. The second is establishing high-quality government schools, which we have fulfilled in Delhi and Punjab as well. And setting up of local healthcare unit to ensure that people get free medical facilities. The fourth being implementing of crop prices, a promise which was made by Prime Minister Modi in 2014, but has not been fulfilled till date. So these are some of the promises which has been ensured that if we come to power in 2024, we'll fulfill all these promises. And I have one question to ask to Ms. Charu Pragya, if she can answer. Ms. Pragya, why is it that you have accommodated the most corrupt leaders and rolled out red carpets for all of them? Be it Ajit Pawar, be it Suvendu Adhikari, be it recently you have given ticket to Kripa Shankar Singh from Jaunpur in Uttar Pradesh. You have given ticket to Tapas Roy. The other scam accused, Ashok Chavan, has been sent to Rajya Sabha. Suvendu Adhikari, Mukul Roy. So why is it there's a double standard? If you're talking about corruption, then why is it that you're not taking action against all of them and are placing them at some of the other positions in your party?
All right. Charu Pragya, respond to that. This is the question being asked. Is the BJP now coming under pressure of its own slogan of 400 par for the NDA? And that is the reason why we are seeing such leaders, as mentioned by Anmol Pawar, being brought into the BJP?
Parikshit, now that's a very convenient stand the opposition wants to take. Many leaders have joined BJP. Are you trying to say that every single leader who joins BJP is corrupt? Is that a statement you're making? The second thing is investigation will happen against whoever is corrupt. Barring one or two, all investigations are still going on. Nobody who's accused of corruption has been given
But then why give them tickets?
That's what I'm saying. I can accuse anyone of anything, but it needs to be proved, right?
No, but it is your leader who accused Charuji.
So, no, don't interrupt me. Let me finish. And the proof of the pudding here, Parikshit, is that let's look at the recovery of ED. In the 10 years of UPA, ED recovered approximately 35,000 crore worth of cash and property, and that was attached. In 10 years of Modi government, the amount has risen to 1,25,000 crore. 1,25,000 crore. What does it mean? It means that ED is doing its job and it must be allowed to carry on to do its job because we have to weed out corruption. Earlier, they did have a system of you scratch my back, I scratch yours. None of that is being tolerated now. And I just think it's a very feeble attempt to point fingers at the officers of the ED because honestly, even today, less than 5% of the PMLA cases are on politicians. 95% of them are on different people. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the fact that today India is able to function. You're talking about guarantees, etc., etc. You're stuck in that rut of Parivarvad again. If Arvind Kejriwal is behind bars, you put the wife right up front. What has she done to deserve that place?
One quick response from the Aam Aadmi Party before we wrap the discussion. Anmol Pawar, please come in.
Charuji, I know that you won't be able to answer this question, but let me put another question to you. That there's one so-called alleged kingpin of the liquor scam, Maguntha Srinivas Reddy. He's one of the Lok Sabha candidates of your ally partner TDP. Why is it that the one whom you used to label as kingpin of the so-called liquor scam has been given a parliamentary ticket?
The kingpin.
Do you have answers to that question?
No, yes, of course I do. And I'm answering every single thing. It's just that you go on in 50 directions. So the kingpin of the Delhi liquor scam is Arvind Kejriwal, who currently is in judicial custody as we speak. But that being
you are the one, you and Enforcement Directorate were the one who labeled P. Sharad Reddy and Maguntha Srinivas Reddy as the alleged kingpin. And now you are not
Charu
able
Pragya,
to answer
one question that I'd like to ask you. Over the last 3 to 4 days, it's not just the opposition, but there are global agencies like the UN, Germany, even the United States. They've raised concerns about the electoral process, about the freezing of bank accounts of opposition leaders, investigations against different opposition parties, the arrest of the Delhi chief minister. So isn't this election taking place under a perception that there is a crackdown on the opposition? This is not a level playing field. It is not just the opposition which is talking about it, but global observers, countries, State Department spokespersons who are observing and passing those remarks.
Tell me something, Parikshit. When Lalu Prasad Yadav was arrested, did the State Department make a observation or a comment on it? When Jagan was arrested, did the State Department make an observation about it? Or when Hemant Soren was arrested, did the State Department or anybody else from any other country make any observation on it? No. And I'll tell you the reason. Why these observations come for Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal is because of his links to separatist elements which reside outside of India. There are links of him getting funding from Khalistani supporters. There are photographs of him posing with Khalistani supporters. Raghav Chadda most recently had a photo out with Preet Gill in the UK, who is a Khalistani sympathizer. Pannu himself had admitted to giving millions of rupees for Aam Aadmi Party to contest elections. So all of this is a larger ploy. And if it wasn't, please tell me why comments have not been made and observations have not been made in previous times for other chief
social media was terrorist of Lashkar-e-Taiba.
Right. You know, we're running out of time.
2019.
We're running out of time. But Charu, the question is, the fact is, even after we lodged a protest with the US government, they still put out a statement standing by what they had said about concerns about the election process, that it should be fair, it should be transparent. Anyone who's arrested, a transparent judicial process should follow. So clearly there is a perception that we do need to address globally as well. We've completely run out of time on this discussion, but I'd like to thank Anmol Pawar and Charu Pragya for joining us on the program today. It has been a heated discussion, but those heated discussions and heated debates taking place on the streets of the country as well. We're taking a short break, but coming up on the other side, another election, and this one in Turkey. Yes, an unexpected blow to Turkey's ruler Erdogan. The country's main opposition party sweeps local elections to remain in control of major cities, including Istanbul and the capital Ankara. A special discussion with former Indian ambassador to Turkey, Sanjay Bhattacharya, when we're back.